Just let me explain. You misunderstand me. That's not what I meant. Why would I ever want to hurt you? So I'd correct her. I'd explain why she had it wrong, why she'd read me backwards. Or I'd listen, nod, go quiet. And the second she finished, over-explain why she was wrong anyway. I thought if I could just fix how she saw me, everything would be okay. That was the trap. She didn't need me to be right. She needed me to hear her, and I couldn't stop trying to win. She was giving me her hurt, and I argued with it. I wasn't listening to her, I was building a case. Every word out of my mouth was proof. Proof that I didn't mean it, proof that she had me wrong, proof I'm not the kind of man who'd do that. I wasn't explaining to understand her, I was explaining to protect me. Because I couldn't stand that the way she saw me didn't match the way I saw myself. She'd come to me with her hurt and I'd hand her a defense like her pain was an accusation and I was the one who had to prove I was innocent. But I have to be honest why. Because it wasn't just ego. There was a wound under it. Being seen as the bad guy. When I knew I wasn't, that cut deeper than almost anything. When she looked at me like I'd hurt her on purpose. Something in me panicked. No, that's not me. I'm not cruel. I'm not that man. Please, let me show you. That's not who I am. And that panic, that need to be not seen as the villain, it drowned out the only thing that mattered. She was telling me she was hurt, and it didn't matter that I didn't mean it. The hurt was real either way. But I couldn't hold that, because holding it meant accepting something I wasn't ready to accept. That I could be a good man and still hurt her. That my good heart didn't cancel out her pain. Those two things I didn't know how to hold at the same time. So I'd throw one of them away every time. I'd explain desperately until the version where I hurt her disappeared and only the good man was left. But she was still standing there, still hurt, holding the thing I refused to. Then I got a warning I didn't expect. I thought it was over. I thought I'd lost her. And that scare, it woke me up like nothing else could. So I did the work. I finally saw the trap for what it was, the explaining, the defending, the correcting. It was never about her. It was the ego, protecting me from sitting in her pain. I learned it. I understood it. I could see the whole machine and honestly thought that was enough. That understanding it meant I was free of it. And then one night, we got into it. Nothing huge, but it got heated. And she said something. And that made me feel like the bad guy. Like I'd hurt her on purpose and everything I'd learned, everything I'd worked on, gone, out the door. Because that wound, being seen as cruel when I'm not, it doesn't care what you've learned. It just takes over. And I was right back there, explaining, defending, correcting, trying to win a fight. That was never a fight. It blew up. I left the house and I stood outside asking the same question I always did. Why? Why did I do that again? I knew better. And in the heat of it, when I felt unseen, I still couldn't stop. And that's when I understood the real thing. This wasn't a habit I could just quit. It was a wound. And knowing about a wound doesn't heal it. Understanding why I did it didn't make me stop. The wound doesn't respond to logic. It responds to feeling safe. And in the moment I felt most attacked, most misunderstood, that's exactly when I had the least chance of catching it. So the work was never figure it out once and be fixed. The work is every single time catching it a little faster, feeling the panic rise, the need to defend, to correct, to explain, and choosing just this once to stay quiet, to let her be heard. To hold the thing I used to throw away, that I can be a good man and still have caused her pain, both at once, without explaining one of them away. If this video resonated with you, if you saw yourself in any of this, I share thoughts like these every week. A newsletter called Beyond the Walls for men who want to keep doing this work after the video ends. Link in the description. And here's where I've landed. I catch it now, most of the time. I've grown. The wound doesn't run the way it used to, but even then, it might not be enough. Because growing now doesn't erase the damage I did while I was learning. Even showing up as a better man, I still made mistakes along the way. Some of the biggest ones, the ones I'd give anything to have known sooner, are the ones in videos like this.